Hello guys, in today's video we are going to see about Environmental Protection Act 1986. So from here onwards there will be few videos where you have all the acts only. So make sure that you remember the act name and the year, okay? Because in the exam you won't be getting directly like this, right? Environmental Protection Act. Okay. You will get, but you might also get the other way, like write about 1986 act, write about the act related to the environment protection. So remember the name of the act and the year of the act as well. So we'll see detail act about each act in each video, okay? First let's see this protection act. So the Environment Protection Act 1986 is one of the most important acts laid down by the Constitution of the India. So it consists of 26 sections distributed in the 4 chapters, okay? The salient features of this Environment Protection Act are consisting of objectives, important definitions, general powers of the central government, and penalties. So these 4 are the most important features, and each feature will be discussed in detail, okay? Make sure that you listen to the video clearly and write the points along with me, okay? Now first let's see objectives. So the main objectives of this Environmental Protection Act is, first one is protect and improve the environment and prevent the occurrence of the hazards to life on the earth, execute the resolution passed at the United Nations Conference on the Human Environment held at Stockholm, Sweden in June 1972, ensure coordination between the regulatory agencies for the environmental protection, ensure sustainable utilization of the natural resources. Okay, don't think that I'm reading all these points because there is nothing to explain in this objectives, but just I'm making sure that you listen to all the important points, because I wrote only the important points in the notes, and if you listen to the video clearly you'll get some extra points as well. And one more thing is, in this acts, remember the sections and the chapters, okay, for every act. Also, if you get any points like this, having United Nations conference on this, held at this, even if you don't write this place, it's fine, but make sure that you write the place and the date, okay? Name and the date, okay? And now let's see important definitions. So for every act we'll have some definitions. So based on that definitions only they will conclude the results, okay? Now first one is environment. So according to the section 2A of the EPA 1986, what environment means? So it includes water, air, land, interrelationship which exists among and between water, air, land and human beings and the other living creatures as well. So other living creatures means plants, microorganisms, like that. And so all these are definitions you have to learn anyhow. You can write on your own as well. And then environmental pollutant, this is according to the section 2B of the act. So I'm not reading the definition here, so please look into the video for the writing part. And then we have about environmental pollution. So these definitions are common in every act. So the only thing it will change is, for water it will be water pollutant, for land it will be land, air it will be air. So even though I don't explain it in the videos for water and air, make sure that you write this, okay? Water pollutant. So what it is, water pollutant, you just replace environmental thing here and write with the water. If it is air, land means land. So you'll get the more definitions. You can write this, okay? Make sure that you include all these 5 definitions. So environment is for this thing only for environment protection. For water you can't write water, okay? For I'm speaking about pollutant, pollution. And then we have hazardous substance also, though this hazardous substance will be common. Common in the sense common definition. You have to change only the few things. And then occupier also common. You have to change only the few things, like mostly the definitions will be same. You have to replace the words, that's all. And then what are the general powers of central government? See, for every act we have the government involved in it, because it's the most important thing. So what government what it can do is, it can formulate rules to regulate environmental pollution, preparation of standards for various environmental pollutants, restricting the areas for industrial establishment, ranking the hazardous substance, establishment of laboratories for carrying out research on issues regarding environmental pollution, and then provide training and then information dissemination, and then testing of the samples collected from the factory and premises to check if they are following or if they are abiding to the required standards, and then coordinating with various state government officers under this act or under any law, so that it will, you can know like whatever the other states are implementing, if they are good and well, you can implement in your state as well. I have written only up to this points. I'll just dictate few more. Also, you'll have designing a course of action for nationwide program on prevention control of any kind of pollution, and then central government can also introduce new environmental related standards, restrictions, and also you can write a few more points, like you can just split these points and explain them in detail also. Okay, and then the penalties, so those who are not complying with the standard conditions or found violating the act, they are penalized with the imprisonment for a term which may extend up to 5 years as well, or a fine of 1 lakh rupees or as well. So serious violations can lead to penalties with the imprisonment, and which extend to 7 years and 5,000 per day. I did not write this point. It's 5,000 per day and it can extend from 1 term to 7 years. Okay, I'll write here 1 term to 7 years. If it is 7 years, then it will be 5,000 rupees per day. Okay, and let's see some important rules under this act. First one is the Environmental Protection Rules 1986, Hazardous Waste Management 1989, and Manufacture Storage Import of Hazardous Chemical Rules 1989. So please make sure that you remember all these acts. Okay, under the environment only we have water, air, land. So this environment is a whole thing, big thing. So this environment has given acts for different things. You can write the Water Act in this, also Air Act, Land Act, because after reading all this you'll be remembering those dates, right, years, and you can add those as well here. Okay, I have written only few acts. You can also search for few more and you can add them here as well. Okay, thank you.